Afternoon and good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel and coffee stream episode 443. And yes, surprisingly, there is actually a coffee stream happening today. I am actually surprisingly not hungover. Probably because I had, right after the stream, I specifically went and had, some, like, a sand, like, Pink Hollow. I wanted a bagel, but I didn't have any more bagels. So Pink Hollow made me a sandwich, and I had, like, a bag of chips and some water. Like, I ate, and I had some water. So that was pretty much the extent of it. I did wake up this morning and things were still tilting a little bit, but not the worst, not the worst thing that could happen, because I did drink half of Mickey and rum, so I could have been a lot worse off than I was. I am definitely tired. I'm not going to lie about that. I am definitely tired. I am definitely taking things a little slower than I would usually be. So yeah, that's what's going on today. But I figured, we'd still have a coffee stream because it's Friday, and I hope everyone is having a good Friday. I know that. What is going on here? I accidentally closed YouTube, and I'm trying to get the chat pulled back up here. I do know that in the States, tomorrow is the anniversary of 9/11, and I do every year, because it affected a lot of people, both in the States and internationally, of course, but I do, every year I always would, pass my thoughts on to my American friends, and always, just try to, bring, not kind of talk too much about it, but just remember, and, because you don't want to forget things like that. Hello, Ghost Dog. Welcome to the show. Welcome, my friend. So yeah, I just want to, take a moment to pass my thoughts on to the people in the United States and anyone who was affected on 9/11, because it is the 20th anniversary this year. So I can't believe it's been 20 years since that happened. I can't believe that 20 years ago I was fucking 12. That's insane. Because it happened when I was 12. I was in grade 7. I cannot believe that 20 years ago I was 12 years old. Jesus Christ. That's... What the hell? Why is the... Fuck's sakes. Last night the camera randomly turned itself off, and today the camera has decided to not go through the webcam that is plugged in. That's amazing. I don't want to use the laptop camera. I would like to fix that. There. Jesus Christ. Is that better? Stupid thing. Why is it doing that? Like last night, like I said, last night it randomly turned itself off, and then now it's just like, nope, I'm not going to even work. Okay. Anyway. Oh, and also, before we get into, my opinions on the debate and everything like that, if you do not follow me on Twitter /TikTok, let's go on a bit of a rant for a moment. I am trying to renew my health card, and you can do this online, but there's a catch. You can only do it online if you also have a driver's license, because they have put the driver's license renewal and health card renewal on the same page under a joint link. The link literally says health card and driver's license renewal online. You click that link, and the form is written specifically so that you have to have a driver's license number to input before you can continue to the next step, which is slightly an issue. That's not good. Hopefully the camera didn't burn out. Oh no. Have we had this for 2 years already? This camera? Holy shit. Like I said, guys, please consider donating to blindpress.net. Because, new monitor and possibly new camera, by the looks of it. Anyway, I think I know where that OnlyFans money is going to go to. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Okay, so I think you could see how this process could be slightly a problem if one happens to, I don't know, not be able to drive because you are disabled. So I reach out to Service Ontario by Twitter, because I tried calling them and got nothing but pre-recorded stuff. And I asked them, why on earth is there no way to only apply for one or the other to be renewed? Why do you have to be renewing your driver's license at the same time as your health card? That is, I said, that's there are plenty of disabled Ontarians that don't drive, that, need to renew their health cards online. That's not fair. And I was told, they actually replied, which was surprising, but I was told that those two are linked together for privacy and security reasons. I'm not entirely sure why. Because there is another photo identification card that non-driver's license holders have. I have one as well. So I'm not entirely sure why you couldn't link the health card and the photo ID together, or have one of those like a list with four checkboxes at the top of the form. And the list can be titled, I am applying for number 1, A driver's license, you could check that box. Number 2, a health card, you could check that box. Number 3, an Ontario photo card, you could check that box. Or number 4, all of the above, or you could check, more than one checkbox. Like, why could you not have that? That, to tell me privacy and security reasons. And then they're like, oh, this is where it gets better. They're like, you could have someone attend on your behalf with your filled out renewal form and your documents. Like, you could have an authorized person. You have to fill out this other paper that authorizes them, and so basically, you're disabled. Get somebody else to do it for you. Because, every disabled person has a caregiver / person that they can trust with their health card number to help them fill out this information and, get it done. Or, how about the fact that there's been a huge push in recent years to, I don't know, give disabled people some more independence and agency. And despite the fact that there is an actual act in Ontario called the Accessibility for Ontarians with Disabilities Act, you guys are like actively discriminating against the disabled by going, can't you just get somebody else to do it for you? Like, we should be able to do this online. We shouldn't have to go in, because again, that's, transportation costs, either Uber or, we may not know the exact location of the building, so we would have to take an Uber or a taxi, not the bus. So there's that money that we don't have because fixed income and all that. So we should be able to go online and renew something like that. And they're just like, no. Privacy and security. Also, get someone to do it for you. It's like, really? Hey, Ghost Dog, thanks for the dip. Thanks for the tip, my friend. What does the message of it say? Let's see here. Event list. For camera and other tech stuff. Thank you, sir. Come on. Welcome to welcome to Government Red Tape, the Canadaverse. Yep, exactly. Ugh, it's disgusting. Anyway, let's get to some thoughts on this farce. Oh my lord. If you tuned in last night, first of all, congratulations for making it through the leadership debate turned daytime talk show. Pincolo made a great comparison on Twitter. He was like, "Is this a debate for the next leader of a power nation, or an episode of The View?" And he's not wrong. Yep, my webcam died. Yep. And it's plugged in too. Shit. Well, let's tilt the screen of the FaceTime thing back. Let's tilt the monitor back a little bit and I'll switch it back to the stupid FaceTime camera. That really sucks. So I really have to win that King of the Hill. There we go. That really sucks. Yeah, I really gotta win that King of the Hill now. And get that OnlyFans money cashed out. Gotta get that shit saved up for the monitor and the camera. Holy shit. Okay. So yeah, if you tuned in last night to watch along with Functional and I, and you made it through the whole thing, congratulations. That was painful, as indicated by the fact that half of that Mickey of rum is gone. Yeah, that was slightly insane. That debate was so embarrassing. Oh, your federal, like, across the country vaccine mandates? Is that what Biden just did? Um so it was just nobody had any respect for each other. It was like, do you know what it was like watching? And I say this with love to, like, Trippy, because he was part of it. It was like watching a live cunt stream. It 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 was literally like watching a live cunt stream. Nobody cared. Nobody cared about. I didn't drink 3/4 of it. There's. Look. Okay. Maybe. Okay, maybe I did. I thought it felt more like half. I wasn't lying. I was mistaken. I can't believe I'm not, like, hungover. That's kind of amusing. Hey, Selecta Boy. It is, yeah. Let's see. It 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 was ridiculous. Did the camera not turn it? Did the camera not turn on? That's frustrating. So yeah, it was, and the moderator. There we go. The moderator was not a moderator. She was right in there yelling. So, yeah, I apparently did drink like 3/4 of it, because that feels a lot lighter than I thought. um, yeah. The vodka's still sealed though. Um, it's it's 2/3. Yeah, yeah, 3/4 of a Mickey of Bacardi. Yeah. Um, it's it was embarrassing. Like, some of our debates have been have been you know sharp and on point with good rebuttals and everything, but last night was a shit show. Like, and as I just said, the moderator had no, like, when you moderate a debate and people are stepping on each other, your job is to calmly but sternly be like, Mr. Trudeau, it is not your turn to speak, sir. You don't that's all you need to do. That you don't need to scream at the participants of the debate. That was absolutely embarrassing to debate moderators everywhere. And then the journalist, the one female journalist, I think she was from the CBC, I believe, or APTN. I can't remember if it was the lady from APTN or the lady from the CBC. But to like um to engage in the debate, all you're supposed to do is ask a question, right? And then they're just supposed to answer you. But she got it. Oh, really? Because, blah, 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 blah. Like, dude, you're not part of the debate. Your job is to ask a question, have them pretend to answer it, and then ask another question. Not rebut the participants. And it was just, and the moderator didn't even say anything. The moderator did not say anything. And then at another point, one of the journalists, one of the male journalists, I think from CTV, or like it was near the end. But for a good minute, he took over the moderation. It was like the lady moderator just kind of was like, cover me for a minute, and just kind of left. It was weird. It was a bad debate. Like, nobody said anything, and the moderator had no control. It was awful. And and as witnessed by my rum bottle, it was awful. So let's oh god, it was ridiculous. The lady moderator sucked all around. She did. She really did. It was embarrassing. Like, she had no authority at all. It was sad. It was just pathetic. Um so let's see. We're gonna move on to some news. Uh, just there's I have a couple things in my DMs, but I'm just grabbing something that looks interesting here. Um, and we're going to look at that as well. So let me just paste that over here. Oh my goodness. What a crazy ass thing that was last night. That was just I don't know what else to say other than pathetic. Okay, let's open up a new thingy. Yes, a new thingy. That's the technical term. We're opening up a new thingy. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Come on. Come on, Chrome. Let's go. Move along. Okay. Here we go. Do 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 do. Let's get this shared. Come on, go faster. Good Lord, I cannot wait for a new computer. I'm gonna click on something and it's gonna load like at when it actually should, and I'm gonna be like, oh my god! And hopefully I won't hear so many things going, Chrome busy. OBS busy. Discord busy. I just, oh. Okay. Now I have to go to the screen thingy dingy. Yes, share. Share screen. This is taking much longer than it should. Okay, here we go. Oh, look, Mr. Nanis is polling people again. Okay, let's see here. Vote splitting a growing problem for Trudeau. O'Toole in close race. Yep. They're getting, it's getting interesting because the thing is that there's a lot of people that really don't want to vote for Trudeau again, but they're right now not sure where to go because the NDP is wanting to basically print us in, like, we think Trudeau wants to print money like crazy, like Jagmeet Singh's like hold my beer. So there's a lot of people that are like, well, we may as well, like, I hope, because honestly, none of the leaders are a good choice right now, but the safest option is probably a conservative minority. And I say that the way I did because, you know, you use safest with as slowly as you as you dare, right? Because is any option we pick right now gonna be safe for us, slash is it going to actually help us? um so let's take a look here. Oh, fuck off. Stuck on sharing links. I hate that. Can you let me please get to the body of the article so I can read it? Please and thank you. Just, I'd really like that. Thank you. Good Lord, that was painful. Okay, here we go.
Toronto with the leadership debates now in the rearview mirror and polls showing a close race between the Liberals and Conservatives. The issue of vote splitting is becoming increasingly significant ahead of the September 20th federal election, according to pollster Nick Nanis.
Yeah, well, Nick Nanis also just said that protesters are disrupting Trudeau. So, you know,
If you're conservative leader, Aaron O'Toole and play fantasy politics, you'd say, what would the world look like without Maxime Bernier-Nanas said on Friday's edition of CTV's Trendline podcast. On the other side of that, we've got the NDP. I imagine there's quite a few writings where Justin Trudeau might be sweating, considering NDP support. You are currently on a tech.
Yeah, that's the scary thing, is that the people who don't want Trudeau may not want O'Toole either, and are unaware of how costly, and I don't just mean that financially, having Jagmeet Singh will be. And they may vote NDP, and we may actually see an NDP minority for the first time ever, which would be terrifying. Not as terrifying as an NDP majority, but still terrifying.
Debate breakdown / the impact of PPC. Debate breakdown / the end of. Article. You are link image. Bullet. Chrome has new link bullet link bullet link bullet link bullet link. Leaders spark link bullet link. Bullet,
Can I just read the article without all this
link, bullet,
shit in the middle of it, please? Please and thank you.
Siphoning support. While it's too early to know exactly how Thursday's English language debate will affect voter preferences, polling data continues to show a statistical tie among the two leading parties. According to Nanas Research's nightly tracking conducted for CTV News and the Globe and Mail, released on Friday morning, the Conservatives hold 33.3% support, while the Liberals are at 31.1%. At 2.2 percentage points, the Conservative-led is within the survey's margin of error of plus or minus 2.8 percentage points, 19 times out of 20. Link. Election dispatch. Siphoning support. It's a result that suggests a minority government for link. Election dispatch. Sign up for a daily update on siphoning support. It's a result that suggests a minority government for either party is the most likely result.
Yes.
The picture could change.
Sorry.
It's a result that suggests a minority government for either party is the most likely result. But the picture could change if either party is able to siphon support from other parties, particularly the NDP or Bernie's People's Party of Canada, PPC, says Nanas.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I really don't. I think we're gonna see a minority government, whichever party we get. There's not gonna be much siphoning. The people who are going to vote for the NDP or the PPC are most likely not going to be swayed into voting for Aaron O'Toole, and definitely not for Justin Trudeau either.
The NDP, traditionally ideologically left of the Liberals, are at 19.2% in the latest tracking, while the PPC, which are further right than the Conservatives on the political spectrum, have seen their support build through the campaign to sit at 5%.
That's pretty big for them. That's interesting. That's very interesting that the people are starting to, or that they're starting to gain more support.
If you add the People's Party at 5% and the Conservatives at 33%, you put the Conservatives into majority territory at 38%, said Nanas.
No.
Likewise, with the NDP having consistently polled around 20% throughout the campaign, there is the potential for the Liberals to either gain votes from, or lose them to, the party.
People who have, the people who are going to vote for the PPC are more right-wing than the progressive Conservatives, and they are not going to vote for Aaron O'Toole. I'm sorry, they're not. They might vote for somebody like Poilievre, somebody a bit more outspoken, but not for Aaron O'Toole. They're not going to vote to put him in the position.
I think we saw a little bit of that at the end of the debate, where Liberal leader Justin Trudeau was interjecting with NDP leader Jagmeet Singh and basically trying to tell people, if you want to stop the Conservatives, there's only one option if you're a progressive voter, and it's the Liberals, Nana said.
Yeah, well, Trudeau was just stepping on everybody.
According to Nana's preferred candidate tracking, there is still room for support to shift, as 12.6% of Canadians say they are still unsure of their preference.
Wow, that's pretty big. 12.6% of polled Canadians are undecided. That's pretty large.
The The latest data also shows Trudeau polling at 30% as voters' preferred prime minister, compared to O'Toole at 27.1% and Singh at 19.9%. Bernier is at 5.5%. Bloc Québécois leader Yves-François Blanchet is at 3.2%, and Green Party leader Amy Paul is at 1.6%. You are currently...
Well, that's because... Wait, really? 30% of people still want Trudeau as their prime minister? Where have those 30% of the people polled been living for the past 6 years? Under a rock?
If the NDP continue to hold their numbers, it's just going to be mathematically very difficult for the Liberals to win a majority government, said Nanis.
It's going to be mathematically very difficult for any one of these people to win a majority government.
PPC demographics. Bernier, who was not invited to the debate, has seen support for his party grow steadily throughout the campaign, from 1.9% on August 12th to the latest result of 5.0%.
Wow, that is a big jump.
Nana said that the demographics of PPC supporters tend to skew young and male, which is similar to the makeup of far-right movements that have been prominent in the United States and other countries.
Oh, fuck off! Really? Wow, you're gonna do that? It's the young men. It's the young men. They tend to be more right-wing. No, there are no female vaccine Bernier supporters out there at all. There are no far-right females at all. That's... fuck off. Just wow. That is so blatant. Okay, whatever.
We see that same international trend in Canada in terms of the demographic for these populist parties being younger and more likely to be male, he said.
Let me guess. I noticed you didn't throw the other one in there, but I know you're all thinking it. White. You notice they didn't say white, but we all know. We all know that's where they're going. It's those damn white men. Hey, Seamus.
Nana's methodology. You are currently on a text element. A national random telephone survey, land and cellular line sample using live agents, of 1,200 Canadians is conducted by Nanis Research throughout the campaign over a 3-day period. Each evening a new group of 400 eligible voters are interviewed. The daily tracking figures are based on a 3-day rolling sample comprising 1,200 interviews. To update the tracking, a new day of interviewing is added and the oldest day dropped. The margin of error for a survey of 1,200 respondents is plus or minus 2.8 percentage points, 19 times out of 20.
That is a really small polling pool, sir. What are you, polling a neighborhood in Toronto? Like, that is ridiculously small. That's... wow. Okay. Like I said, you may as well just interview an apartment building in Toronto, a different apartment building in Toronto each night. That's pretty much your poll size. That's sad. That's just sad. That's just lazy. Like, if you're polling on a federal level for this shit, 1,200 people over 3 days, like, and you keep rolling it forward. That is not representative. You should at least be going for like 3,000 to 5,000. And do it like maybe on a weekly basis. Because 1,200 people over 3 days and like interviewing 400 people a night, that's kind of meh. I don't like that. That's pretty lazy, quite frankly. to me anyway. That seems like someone who goes, I want to be a pollster, but I don't want to actually have to deal with the large numbers of polling large amounts of people, so we're just going to stick with like 1,200 people. All right, what have we got over here? I'm just gonna keep it around an hour today, guys. All right, let's see here. Let's read this article. We are going back to share the screen. Load! Asshole! Oh my god. Let's try this again. Go to StreamYard. Thank you. Holy Christ. Okay. That was annoying. Here we go. So let's take a look at this story over here. And we will, what's the headline? Woman charged after distressed youth catches eye of Windsor bank employee. Okay. Police say Natasha Arndt, 35, faces extortion, weapon charges, needs extortion and weapon charges. Interesting. So this is from Windsor, Ontario. All right. Let's take a listen to this story.
Windsor Police. Employees at a downtown Windsor bank branch were so concerned about the well-being of a customer that they called police, resulting in an investigation and an arrest.
See, sometimes being concerned is a good thing. Not every concerned person is a Karen. Karens have just given concerned people a bad name.
Story continues below. Third-party icon. Frame 0. And down has new window. The incident happened on Tuesday around 12:30 p.m. Two people, one of them a youth, the other a woman, entered the bank together to withdraw money.
Okay.
Heading level 2. Advertisement. The bank's employees noticed that the youth appeared to be in a state of distress and did not seem to be with the other person willingly.
Oh boy. Note to kidnappers, if you need to run an errand, you probably shouldn't take your kidnapped victim with you, because generally kidnapped people are in some fairly high form of distress, and it's usually visible, and people around you will notice and get concerned the way that these people did. And then the police will get involved and you'll get caught. So, yeah.
The employees immediately contacted police with their concerns.
Good.
Patrol officers soon arrived and investigated. They learned that the youth had allegedly been forced to attend the bank under threat of violence, police said.
God damn. This woman was like, okay, you better come with me to the bank or I'm gonna hurt you. Oh, all right then.
According to police, the woman and the youth did not know each other. You are
Oh,
currently
good. So she just found this, like, random kid. Because, you know, kids, they've got lots of money in their bank accounts.
The woman was subsequently arrested. A switchblade knife was found on her person. You are
She was gonna hurt him with a... Okay.
Natasha Arendt, 35, of Windsor, faces charges of extortion, possession of a prohibited weapon, and 4 counts of possessing a weapon while prohibited. You are currently on a...
Wait, a switchblade is a prohibited weapon? Since when? Like, seriously, since when is a switch... Or is it because that of the way that the knife is in the hand? Like, that makes no sense. Okay.
The investigation continues. Anyone with information is encouraged to call the Major Crime Unit at 519-255-6700, EXT 4830. You are... Anonymous tips can be made via Crime Stoppers at 519-258-8477 or link www.catchcrooks.com. You are... Chrome has new window.
So, yeah. Some crazy lady took a kid to a bank and was going to stab him if he didn't go. And yeah. Okay, so the law says you cannot carry a concealed weapon like a knife, but you can carry a sword on your hip or a knife on your hip as long as it's visible. Ah! So you can't, like, walk around with a folder knife in your pocket. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Okay. We'll do one more story. And then we will wrap this up. Because like I said, it's going to be a short... It's going to be a short one today. Hurricane Larry? Oh boy. Don't joke. Don't joke. Global NTech or BioNTech to seek global approval to use its COVID-19 vaccine in 5 to 11-year-olds. Another, oh boy. Let's go look at this blog.to article. Those are sometimes funny because Toronto is, you know, Toronto. Torontonians gonna Toronto. Toronto's a bit of a crazy place. Alright. Hopefully the video will play. Right? You charge every tradesman you know for carrying a knife in their... Yeah. It's so stupid. It's really dumb. Back, damn you. Go back. Okay, here we go. So this article is titled, "Another anti-masker freakout was captured on camera at a Toronto restaurant." Because, you know, It's always helpful to label people and laugh at them. What comes next, Curly and Mo? That's funny. Okay, here we go. Yes, it's another anti-masker freak out. Fuck off. Okay, let's see. Like I said, hopefully the video is playable because we can determine for ourselves if it's an anti-masker or somebody who's like, oh, let's see. Let's see here. Okay, I'd like to get to the share screen button today, please, Chrome. There we go. Okay. All right, so here is the last article that we're going to look at. Another anti-masker freakout was captured on camera at a Toronto restaurant. So let's take a look here. No, I'm not going to subscribe to the blog.to thingy dingy. Thank you. Toronto Firehouse Subs. What the hell? I've never heard of that place. Okay.
The staff of a Toronto Firehouse Subs location got a bit more than they bargained for on today's shift when in Link and Time Masker decided he wanted a sandwich but didn't want to show the basic courtesy of covering his face. Like any good confrontation in Toronto involving Chrome has New England Link entitled customers clashing with Link exhausted service workers. A classic freakout ensued.
Why do you have to link every other thing in your article, blog.to?
A video posted to Twitter on Wednesday afternoon shows a tense scene where the irate customer could be seen arguing with a Link 3300 Dufferin Street location. You are currently on a Twitter tweet. Staff while sitting on a table installed specifically to keep employees and patrons safely distanced. You are...
Wait, what?
Link 3... Staff while sitting on a table installed specifically to keep employees and patrons safely distanced. Chrome has New England.
There's a table specifically installed to keep people distanced? Okay, why? What is a table gonna do? Let's see if this video. There's a video here. Where is it? This guy harassing Toronto Dufferin Street Firehouse sub staff now. Threatening customers, 911 doesn't send police, though 3 people called. And then they're tagging John Tory, who was the mayor. And then they're tagging CBC Alerts. And here's the video. It's 44 seconds.
You don't have to touch our property though. Yeah, that's why. Okay, give me myself. You don't have to touch me. I'm not playing games. Understand me? I'm not fucking playing games. I don't care. I'm not playing either. I'm not bored. I'm not taking the order. I refuse to take the order. Yeah, I refuse to leave. But you don't have to touch our stuff. I told you once again, police. I'm not taking your order. Okay, so chill. But you don't have to hold this. People want to order. I'm being nice with you, right?
Let go. Let go.
Dude,
Hey, dude. It's not yours.
Get enough in your shit, you understand me?
I am-
I said
you're right.
once again,
Yo,
you
okay,
won't
back
get
up, back
in
up,
my
back up.
They sound like they're wearing
Yeah,
three
that's why
masks.
even myself. You don't have to touch me. I'm not playing games, you understand me? I'm not fucking playing games.
I don't care. I'm not playing either.
How do I
My
close?
I'm not
stuff.
bored. I'm not taking orders.
Close.
I refuse to take the order.
Close.
But you don't have to touch our
I
stuff.
told you once again, police.
I'm not taking your order.
Yeah, the people around the dude sounds like they don't sound like they're just wearing one mask. They sound like they're wearing like three. Dude, you have to wear a mask. Why aren't you wearing a mask? It's so discourteous of you not to wear a mask. Like, that's how they sound. Like, personally, if you, like, I think, at this point, right now, while this is going on, unless you're, like, severely, like, if you've got, like, COPD or something and you literally have a hard time breathing when you're mobile, just shut the fuck up, put your mask on, go and do your business, and leave. Like, you don't walk around into restaurants and yell at people because they kick you out because you don't have your shoes and your shirt on. So, just, like, put your mask on, go in, order your sub, go out, take your mask off. That's all you gotta do. You don't have to be an idiot about it. He wasn't threatening, though. They don't, like, you don't, that wasn't threatening. He wasn't being threatening at all. But unless you've got, like, a severe, like, unless you are, when you're, like, walking around physically unable to breathe without, like, my friend has really, really bad anxiety and really bad asthma, and her anxiety attacks can trigger her asthma. And she still wears a mask when she goes in places because she just wants to get shit done and leave. Right? So, like, just grow up, put your goddamn mask on, do your business, and take it off. I don't like wearing a mask. I think it's dumb. But you know what? I just want my food. You know?
Hey, did you get an answer to your switchblade question?
No.
They've been illegal since before I was born.
Okay.
Switchblades, gravity blades, assisted opening blades, any blade that detaches from the hilt itself, any folding blade over the size of 4.5 inches long, any fixed blade over the size of 6.5 inches cannot be carried on your person outside of your home or without being on property.
That's dumb as fuck.
Well, those exist for a reason. They have for many, many years because of the Italian-Portuguese gang wars. Is a large reason why it's banned in this area.
Their coffee is hot. Yeah, you don't need 3 masks. Like, I don't understand the people that put on 2 and 3 masks. Right? But functional, I would consider you under the category of people who, like, when you're walking, literally have like, an issue breathing, right? You're one of those people that I would say would probably be exempt from that. But if you're, like, if there's nothing wrong with you and you just need to nip into a store really quick, like, you don't get mad about people saying, hey, no shirt, no shoes, no service. So, like, extend that to masks for a second, put it on, do your business, and leave. Now I do understand the fear that this is going to continue on past the whole COVID thing. And that I don't agree with, because as human beings, being social animals, we need to see each other's faces. That's just, to me, going around through life, if there's no reason to cover your face, you need to not be covering your face. Because you are a social animal, you live in a social group of people, and like it or not, even I understand this, even though I'm blind, people read facial cues. It is a necessary part of socializing. And you can't do that if you have a mask on. So, I definitely understand the worry that, our idiot governments in their excessive zeal to panic control people may, just or the fact that people I've heard a lot of people say, oh, when this is over, I'm just going to keep my mask on. And I'm just like, no, that's ridiculous. You need to not be doing that. We live in a social society. You cannot walk around with a mask over your face and expect people not to be distrustful and wary of you. And I think that's where the pushback is coming from wearing a mask, because I think part of it is that it is that psychological, but I want to see the faces of people around me type of deal. I need to see, what they're, because you can get an idea of what somebody's thinking. You can get an idea of what people are going to do by reading their faces. And I really think that part of the resistance to wearing a mask is that social, like, no, I want my face to be seen, and I want I want to see other people's faces. I really think that's part of it. If this is ever over a mask bonfire. Yeah, I'm down with that. Alright, guys. On that note, we are going to end, and I hope you guys have a good Friday. Thank you for watching. I will be seeing everybody over on Twitch tonight at around 11 p.m. probably. And I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow for Star Trek. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you for watching.